What is going on, guys? Craig1287 here, bringing you yet another Battlefield 4 video. Hope you do enjoy the attack boat gameplay going on there in the background, because there's a lot of it in a 30-3 round up until the end when we do move into the carrier and have a lot of the infantry gameplay. So I do hope you enjoy that in the background as I talk about the newly announced, soon to be released. In fact, as you're watching this, it's probably already been released as it is coming out on April 8th. And that is the Battlefield 4 Loadout presets. Now, we've already been able to go into Battlelog, and this is for consoles and PC. And we've already been able to go to our loadout section in Battlelog and change our loadouts for both infantry, kits, and for vehicle loadouts. And that would affect what happens in our game, and it could even happen while you're in a round. You can make changes, and then the next time you spawn, those changes would take place. Now they're actually kind of taking a page out of the Call of Duty and other games. And Call of Duty is not the first or only one to do this, but probably the most prominent and well known right now. And that is that it has the preset loadouts that you already have going into a round, and you can name these. Now, there's only 2 of these presets that you can have per kit. That is, unless you are a premium member, which I am. I hope most of you are, because then you'll actually have access to 4 of these presets per kit. So with there being 4 different kits, there's a potential for 16 different presets if you're a premium member. And of course, as always, I am going to have a link in the video description below if you guys want to check out the full article. But basically, they talk about how you can name it, and you can pick every single different aspect: primary weapon, secondary weapon, all the attachments that go onto that, your gadget 1, gadget 2, grenades, your knife, and your field upgrades. And I'm guessing all of your camouflages for each of those. So, yeah, this is actually a pretty cool, pretty handy thing. I will definitely take advantage of this. Not probably to the extent of a lot of people will. I generally, in my videos, because I do, or in my rounds, because I do make videos, I try to keep my weapons to a specific weapon so that the entire round has that specific weapon. It's mostly for me to get used to those weapons. If I'm doing a review, I will use a weapon throughout an entire night. If I'm not making a weapon review, I will bounce around from weapon to weapon, and even kit to kit from round to round. But in a round, I typically try to maintain that weapon used throughout. If I have to pick up somebody's kit because I'm out of ammo, well, then I have to do that. But that's just for making footage. It makes it a lot easier to find videos that I've recorded that has that content if I'm looking for a specific weapon or playstyle or something like that. But in Naval Strike, because of the very distinguished gameplays that you'd have when you're in the openness that's kind of like Conquest and then moving into the carrier, I mean, that's just, that's where it'll actually save some time. You don't have to spend as much time going into the spawn screen and changing stuff out while this is happening, that you're doing your kit customization. People are invading your carrier, arming all of your MCOMs, and see, it'll help to save some time, and it's mostly just a convenience. Even out of rounds they're not naval strike and carrier assault, this will just help to save seconds at a time, which over multiple rounds, that time will add up. I'm definitely going to use this for having a suppressed version of a weapon that I'm using and the non-suppressed version of that weapon. A lot of times, when I'm playing with the TG guys, Tactical Gaming, the clan that I'm part of, we'll decide, hey, let's stop trying to be the just unrelenting force that we are and busting in there, all 5 of us in our squad, guns blazing and whatnot, and let's try to take a little stealthy approach. And so we get into that mindset and we'll say, hey, everybody, let's go suppressors on. And this will make it a lot easier for us to just switch to suppressors on our next spawn. If we all get blown up in a boat and it's a squad wipe, we can all spawn in right then and there. You just click on the screen, hey, let's go to suppressors, and with that weapon loadout, you don't have to go in and change it, and, oh, well, the weapon that I was at first using is not so good once you put a suppressor on because of the reduction in the velocity. Now I don't want to use it. So now you don't even have to bother. You can just always have that suppressed kit available as a preset, and you can use whatever unsuppressed weapons you want. And then once everybody decides, oh, let's go suppressors, then you just click on that preset, and you have your go-to weapon set up for that. And it also can help for engineers. I can see engineers getting this, or at least in my case, a lot of use out of it, because oftentimes when wanting to go against, say, choppers versus tanks, you might be changing two gadgets or something like that. Now I want to have a mine. If I'm using a lock-on anti-air, I want to make sure I've got an AT mine. That way I'm not completely incapable of dealing with ground targets. So I have a balance there, and that just makes it easier rather than going in and changing the gadget 1 and then going in and changing gadget 2. You don't have to do any of that. You can just hit one thing and it's changed. And this is something you can also do on your tablet or smartphone, things like that. If you've got the Battlelog app on your phone, you can just mid-round, if you guys are thinking, hey, maybe we should do this on our next spawns, you can just go ahead and, if you're sitting there capping an objective, nothing better to do, you can just bring up your tablet and make the changes. Next time you die, you spawn in, that's what you'll have. It's a pretty cool thing. I don't think I'm going to use the tablet thing all that much. Very doubtful that I'll use that. But I do like having these presets available. I think it's a very cool thing. Yeah, everybody's complaining, hey, DICE, fix the game, fix the game. This is actually not really DICE. This is the guys that work on Battlelog. They're completely separate developers. So it's really cool that the Battlelog guys are working on things like this. I'm very glad. I'm also glad that non-premium people are going to complain, but I think it's nice because it's yet another reason why you should be a premium member. It's another thing that just kind of warrants your purchase. So it legitimizes the extra $49.99 or however much you paid to become a premium member. Because I am a premium member, it's nice to get those little extra perks. So what do you guys think of this? Is this something that you're going to utilize? Are you going to capitalize on this? Do you think it's pretty cool? Do you think it's kind of annoying that stuff like this is coming out after the game's release? Or do you think it's cool that we're still seeing things after the game's release? There's always polar opinions on these sorts of things. Some people like to see continued content, but some see that as a sucky thing as to why didn't you just delay the game until this was a feature in the vanilla release of the game. So what do you guys think on this? I think it's pretty cool. It's not a game changer, but it's definitely something that'll be a very convenient feature. So hope you guys have enjoyed all the gameplay and the commentary. Go check out the article to read up everything. And yeah, have a good one. Ta-ta.